In this video, I'm going to teach you how to budget and plan your launch of a USA-based Shopify dropshipping store. Let's get into it. Before jumping into this free mini course on how to launch your USA-based dropshipping store, I want to show you some of my personal results from my real e-commerce brand I'm actively running. I only teach what I preach. Something like that. I just want to show you the proof that I am doing this and give you some legitimate numbers. So you just saw the screen refresh there. Let's go from April 1st, when the store was relatively launched, right around that point, to today. So we've got April, May, so 2 months. Basically been running for, you can say, 3 months now. We've got like 1 day left in June, and I don't know what happened there. So here we go. Let's go ahead and do this. $217,000 in revenue. $29,000 in Facebook ad spend. So the total profit in the past 2-3 months of about $92,000. This is my suppliers in the USA giving like right around 3 to 4 day shipping times. My customer feedback score on Facebook is like a 4.0. And as you can see, $29,000 spent on Facebook ads to generate $217,000 in revenue. Here's some more numbers so you guys can see, but I just want to give you guys my little spiel. Before I teach you anything, I want to show you that I teach what I do. So with that said, let's hop over and teach you how to launch a store just like this one. If you're new to my channel, my name is Dylan Pearson, and I drop a video just like this one once per week, every Monday. I think it's actually Tuesday that I'm releasing this one. So either Monday or Tuesday, one of the days. If you're new, make sure to subscribe if you want to learn about e-commerce and Facebook advertising, and please do me the favor of just tapping the like button if you get any value whatsoever out of this video. Welcome to my USA focused dropshipping budget plan. My goal with this is to give you a 3-step formula to plan your dropshipping store and launch it within your budget. There's a huge mistake too many people make, and I made this for the first 3 years. So I started e-commerce back in late 2015, 2016. And I kept making a huge mistake. I didn't plan for my launches. And number one, they either were just completely unsuccessful. Number two, they dragged on. I never finished them, and so forth. So nowadays, when I go to launch a store, this is my plan that I use. This is the exact plan I use. So take a screenshot of this. Hope that screenshot was taken right when I did that. And let's go through this. I want to break down this process, show you some really important integrations when it comes to drop shipping high quality products from the USA, which is crucial right now in the current situation, and how you can take advantage of that. So let's go through the process. I'll jump into my Shopify admin, show you some different aspects and so forth. First of all, we have define and plan, and this is the foundation of a dropshipping budget plan. You need to define and plan. And there's 2 questions I want to ask you right from the start. Number 1, what can you afford to lose? That is an extremely important question. If you can afford to lose $100 and that's it, it's going to be difficult to make decisions with no emotional resistance. What do I mean by that? If you have $100 to your name and you spend $50 on ads and don't see a return, you're going to start freaking out. You're going to try to turn a quick profit, and that ultimately leads to negative capital losses. So if you can't afford to lose any money, it's not the right time to start a dropshipping store whatsoever. And I just want to be as transparent as possible when I say that. So think about, what can you afford to lose? Next, what is your experience level? Budget is highly defined upon your experience level. Personally, I can get started with a store for a very small budget, where when I look back at myself 4 or 5 years ago, I needed a much bigger budget to make things work. So look at yourself in the mirror honestly. What's your experience level? How much can you afford to lose? And that's going to start to help you decide and plan for your dropshipping budget. Next, we have our product costs. So this is going to be extremely important, because not only do you have your product costs for a sample product, like it's going to most likely be $5 to $100, so nothing major. But the big aspect of this is a bad supplier equals infinite loss. When you have a bad supplier, I've run into this myself, and the orders are shipped late, products are damaged, people just don't receive their product. That leads to chargebacks. That leads to returns and refunds. That leads to complaints. That leads to emails and headaches. You could easily turn $1,000 profit, but by using a bad supplier, 2 weeks later, you're going to be $3,000 negative. And there is one huge recommendation that I'm going to make for you right now. Extremely, extremely important. This is extremely important. I highly recommend, first, obviously, using a USA-based supplier. But number two, I'm going to recommend you a specific USA-based supplier. And that supplier is Spocket. In the past 2 months, I have had countless suppliers and sourcing applications reach out to me to ask if I would do a sponsored video for them. I've had Oberlo reach out, I've had Top DSers reach out, I've had CJ Dropshipping reach out, and countless others. I've told them all no because I did not back their product whatsoever. Spocket reached out to me about 2.5, 3 weeks ago. I was hesitant because I don't put my name behind anything that I don't personally use. So what I did was I used this, I launched a store, I talked to my students in full-time ecom about their experience with Spocket. I worked with one of the representatives. Undercover, they didn't even know that I was emailing them as essentially as a user. And my experience was phenomenal. The product quality is great. The shipping times from USA suppliers is great. And what this is going to allow you to do is build a dropshipping business that stays around for the long term and, as we just talked about, doesn't have infinite loss. When people get these products, they enjoy them. They enjoy the experience, and they're going to keep coming back and spending more with you. So when it comes to your product and budgeting, this is what I recommend. And I'm going to put the link down in the description for you to use a free trial. And we're going to dive back into this. I'm going to show you how I personally use this. So the first thing you need to plan for is your product cost. And when it comes to the initial upfront product cost of dropshipping, it's only going to be a sample product. And ordering a sample product is absolutely crucial for success. Don't try to launch a brand just using reused content on the internet because it's going to be very difficult to make that work. Every time that I have results, like I showed you in that first part of this video, I take my own videos and I don't use anything to record but my iPhone and just shoot the product with myself and family and friends. It's so simple and it outperforms the generic content on the internet. So you will need to budget for a sample product. Next, you're going to need to set aside some budget for startup costs. This is simply going to be Shopify, $29 a month, not that bad. Spocket does have a free version and it's great, but the reason that I recommend the $49 per month, and that's what I personally use, and I'll show you a little bit more in depth here in a minute, is you get access to their premium products, and that is a huge, huge advantage, referring back to this right here, and profit margins. Next, you're going to need your $10 domain per year, cheap. So essentially, that's going to be your startup costs. And finally, how much should you set aside for Facebook ads? Well, if you're using any of the strategies from one of my other 65 plus tutorials on this channel or from my course Full-Time Ecom, I would recommend around $200 to really get started. So in total, to launch a USA focused dropshipping Shopify store, you're going to want to have right around $300. And once again, this is all going to come back to what can you afford to lose and what's your experience level. But this is going to be what I personally would recommend. I wouldn't go much lower. And if you only have $300 to your name, it's not the right time to try and start an e-commerce store. Next, so you have your plan, you have your product cost, you have your budget, you're signed up with Spocket, you're ready to roll. Now you actually need to start the implementation. So this define and plan section should take you about 1 to 2 days. Spend 1 to 2 days, focus down on this plan, and don't go on to implementation until you have this section finished. And I'll cover that a little bit more depth here in a minute too. The next 5 minutes of this video can save you a lot of money and can either make or break this USA-based dropshipping store that you're about to launch. So the next 5 minutes is going to be incredibly important. And if you don't have 5 minutes to spend, then once again, launching a USA dropshipping store probably isn't the right time for you either. So next 5 minutes of this video are going to be crucial. So please, please focus. When it comes to implementation, here's what you need to know. Bad implementation does have a cost. Bad implementation needs to be budgeted for. So what I've done is I built you a schedule. Do not sway from the schedule. Your time costs money. You've heard the saying, time is money, money is time. You have a value to your time. Everybody does. The more that you delay the build, the more you're going to have to spend. So if this schedule looks a bit too intense for you, expand it by 3 days, but don't sway from it. Stick to this schedule. So let's go through this schedule, and I'm going to actually dive into different sections of this and show you how you can accomplish these within a single day. So first up, we have Spocket product selection. So I'm going to hop over there. I'm going to talk about the margins, talk about how I refer to the premium membership and the opportunities with premium, and then we will hop into branding right after that. So when you land on Spocket using the link in the description, they're going to offer you a 2-week free trial. So I'm going to go through this process and show you, number one, that I do actually use this and pay for this myself. So number one, you have Starter, Pro, Empire, or Unicorn. Empire and Unicorn are going to be like advanced. Once you start turning a profit, these are definitely upgrades that you're probably going to want to make. But for me, I'm going to be rocking with the Pro version, because with Pro, you get the premium aspects. You get premium search, exclusive deals, premium 24/7 support, and the support's incredible. That's one thing that all my students said about Spocket, was that if you have any issues, any questions, they're very, very friendly, very user-friendly. So the other great aspect, as I mentioned, when building dropshipping stores, you want to go for the long term. You don't want to be one of these pump and dump dropshippers that sell something for 3 weeks, make $1,000 or $2,000 or lose money, and then have to restart. You want to build a long-term brand, a long-term business that you can potentially sell one day for a lot of money. And this is where branding comes into play. With the Pro version, they have branded invoicing. So when someone receives your product, they're actually going to see your logo, a message, and so forth. And you can learn more about this on their site. But this is crucial: premium products and unlimited orders. So this has everything that you need, and you get a 2-week free trial. So I'm going to go ahead and sign up for this right now. I'm going to enter my credit card stuff. I'm going to blur it out, obviously, but let's just do this here. And editor, just don't cut this out, but just blur it, please. So let's go ahead, blur this section of the screen. Blur it with like a 40% Gaussian blur. Make sure none of my numbers are showing here. My editor's probably going to steal my credit card. I'm just playing. All right, let's go ahead. Cool. There we go. So we are now on the Pro plan, and this has everything that we need. So what I want to show you is, let me just, this looks like a survey. So here's what we need to do now. We need to, number one, connect our Shopify account and then find a product. And they make it so easy. Up here at the top, you're going to have your instructions. So number one, connect your account. So I'm going to select Shopify. I have full-time ecom, which, let's just do this, connect store. It's so easy to do. So let's go ahead and install it. And then this is going to give us access. So now when orders come in, we don't have to do anything. Spockit, all we have to do is just fulfill it from here, and it's incredibly simple. So let's continue moving forward, and I want to talk specifically about the product research aspect. I have a completely free mini course on one product selection, how to find products that generate huge revenue numbers on YouTube. Just search my name, Dylan Pearson, product research, come down to this video right here, and I'm going to teach you everything that you need to know about product research. So with that said, watch this and apply your research into Spocket. And let me show you an example of a product that I researched and I personally might sell from Spocket. Go to Spocket, go to product search, and all you need to do to find this product that I've identified as a very high potential product to build a brand around, go to price filter, type in 13. And the reason that I do 13 is products over the supplier cost of about $13 are usually high quality and solve a specific problem. And I can sell them for very high margins. And I cover this in that product research course that I just showed you. Next, come to all and choose automotive. And right here we have the product. So this is a car dash cam. There's actually quite a few different opportunities. I know I saw a few more variations down in here. Here's another one. For my specific purpose, this is the one that I analyzed, and I want you to check this out. USA shipping, 8 to 14 days. So right now, majority of shipping times from China are literally 45 days or longer. This is a very reasonable shipping time. You can definitely continue selling and avoid issues with ads being blocked with this shipping time right here. $27 plus $6 shipping. So what I'm going to do is actually use a tool within Full-Time Ecom to calculate the margins here. So we have the product cost of right around $27 plus $6 shipping. So that's going to give us a cost of a product of about $33. What we need to do now is figure out what type of Facebook break-even ROAS we want to be working with. So let's say we were trying to sell this for $70. In order to generate a profit with Facebook ads, we would need to see a return of 1.89. That's a bit too high of a break even, a little bit too low of a profit margin. I like my profit margins to be at least $40. And with a product like this, there's no reason we can't sell it for more than $70, especially with the high quality USA shipping, the branded premium stuff. So I want it to be sitting somewhere right inside of here. So let's see what $79.99 gives us. $47 profit margin, that is perfect. And that is what I'm going to sell this product at, and what I would recommend you to sell this product at also. So now to add this to my Shopify store, I simply add to import list, and that is ready. Come over to import list. It's gonna load it. Give it a product name. So if this was like dash cam pro, we'll call this dash cam pro. Literally as easy as that. You hit save, you hit push to store, and it's going to be in your Shopify store ready to sell. That's why I love Spocket. It's high quality products, USA shipping, and I do really recommend them. And you guys know I don't recommend anything. So with that said, let's hop over to the plan now that you understand how to go about this product selection phase with Spocket. All right, now we're on to the next portion of the schedule. So you spent about a day on selecting your Spocket product, getting that integrated with your store. Now it's time to go on to branding. And what does branding involve? Logo, brand guidelines, and simply a domain. Very straightforward. It shouldn't take you more than one day to do this. And my favorite tool to do this is namelicks.com. It's completely free. It generates brand names and logo ideas with artificial intelligence, and it's completely free. So just Google name, N-A-M-E, licks.com, and you can check it out. You're gonna get some brand names. It'll show you available domains. You can kick out branding in literally less than an hour. Next, we have our Shopify build, and do this exactly as I tell you right now because it works and it's simple. It's what I do. Number one, install the free Shopify theme called Brooklyn. The results I just showed you at the start of this video, I'm using the free theme Brooklyn. Why? Because it's mobile optimized, amazing load times. Google gave it a 9 out of 10 for load times for my current store, and that plays into your Facebook ad results, believe it or not. Use Brooklyn, take your branding from the previous step, integrate it, and for your color theme, come up with a 3-palette color scheme. The easiest is black as a color, white as a color, and then one primary color. You now have 3 colors, and only use those 3 colors throughout your entire website, and it will look great. It's so simple, and it works. It's what I'm doing to generate those numbers. Next, after that day comes the second most important part of this schedule, copywriting. You need really good product descriptions. Focus on the benefits, not the features. For the dash cam, don't focus on it's a 1080p 360 scope, 10 hertz power. Like, don't focus on those aspects. Focus on these. It could save your life by, recording whatever. It could help you with insurance claims if you got into an accident. Think of benefits like that and utilize those in your copywriting. Focus on those in your copywriting. I also, once again, I have a video called How to Write Copy That Converts on my channel. It'll break down the process for you. Day 5, I spoke about this. Order your sample product from Spocket. Use your iPhone, or if you have a camera, use it to record some videos. Take some selfies holding up the product, smiling. For me, when I launch a new store, I call up my grandma Bonnie and I say, hey grandma, so if I had these headphones, I'd say, hey grandma, can you hold my headphones, take a selfie and smile with them? That has literally been my highest performing retargeting ad. So get creative with it. Don't overthink it. Record your own ads. So important. And you can use an app like InShot on your phone to edit them. Once again, no reason not to do it unless you're being lazy. And lazy doesn't drive results like I showed you at the start of this video. Finally, launch your ads on day 6. So as you see, don't get overwhelmed. Do not sway from the schedule. Stick to it and you will get this launched. So now comes launch day. The excitement is real. Before starting Facebook ads, you need to have a strategy and plan. If you don't, you're going to throw some money at the wall. You're not going to see results. You're going to repeat that. You're going to run through your budget. Go to my free, which I have a course on my channel, 3 days to profitable Facebook ads. That's what it is. Go to my channel and watch 3 days to profitable Facebook ads. You're going to learn how to launch your Facebook ads and generate a profit in 3 days. And I show you it legitimately takes 3 days for that process. Next, a credit card. And here's why I recommend a credit card over debit or anything like PayPal. Shopify payouts will take at the start like 2 to 4 business days. You don't want to be in a situation where you have to shut off your ads while you wait for your payouts from Shopify. By using a credit card, you can earn points and continue scaling. So credit card, I highly recommend it. Next, for Shopify, obviously Facebook Pixel, that's straightforward, but I do recommend Google Analytics. Why do I recommend Google Analytics? Because you can use their funnel breakdowns to understand exactly where the pain points are in your store. And that's another deep topic that I will be covering very soon, maybe as soon as next week in a YouTube video. So here's my process. I launch my Facebook ads, I collect data, I analyze the data, I improve it, and I profit. This is my process, and this is what I do for myself, for my clients, and to generate those 8x results that I showed you at the start of this video. This is my process. This is what I do every time. And if you don't do this, you won't find those results. So stick with my 3 day to profitable Facebook ads. I'll teach you how to break down data. I'll teach you how to do this and launch your brand. I know that was a lot. And I tried to break it down in this 3-step process to make it really clear and understandable that it doesn't have to be too complex, but the most important aspect of this whole USA Supplier Dropshipping budget plan is sticking with a plan and having one. Define and plan. By doing that, you are setting yourself up for success. And once again, I get it if you want to go the Aliexpress route. I don't recommend it. The reason being is with the current situation, 45 days for shipping, it's just not doable anymore. And I don't know when things are going to change back. I really don't. And that's why I do recommend Spocket. It's the best option for USA-based dropshipping at this time, by far. So when planning this, I definitely recommend Spocket. And with that said, that's going to sum up my free dropshipping budget plan course here on my channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you are incredible. I can tell you are dedicated and you are going to crush it. Also, since you made it this far, leave a comment with any questions and I will answer it for you. Any comments on this video at any time, I will give you an answer, no matter how complex and how lengthy it is. I'm here to help you, and I want to see you succeed. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Dylan out.